Good morning. My name is Cynthia A. Johnson, and I will be reading a little bit of a book that I bought yesterday. I went to a poetry and book workshop yesterday in Detroit. The name of this book that I'm going to be reading excerpts is called Knowing the God Spot in Your Heart. The author is Cliffton Hubbard. And I hope you go out and purchase this book. Read as much as you can. And I began reading this book, and to me it was just one of the most awesome books that I have read in a while. I just don't know what to do. I've had it. I can't take anymore. I've done everything I can possibly do to be a good husband. She just doesn't appreciate anything I do. He then began listing all the horrible things she does. She doesn't listen to me. She's always arguing. She does nothing that I say. She stays out late with her girlfriends. She doesn't help me with the kids. Then he really got into it. We haven't had sex since I don't know when. We haven't even hugged or kissed in months. And as much as we see each other in this house, we barely talk to each other. I just can't take it anymore. I'm fed up with this stuff. What am I supposed to do? I do everything. As a matter of fact, I go beyond the call of duty. Most men would have given up a long time ago. But I hang in there. I don't deserve to be treated the way that she treats me and disrespects me. There's only so much of this that I can take. I've passed that point of putting up with this stuff. I don't know what else to do. Then, feeling confident that he made such an airtight defense for himself, he asked me, "What do you think?" There was that long pause of eternity. Knowing what I was about to say, I stood up and braced myself, just in case. I turned to him and answered, "You have got to be the dumbest, most selfish and insensitive so on the planet. No wonder your wife wants to leave you. I'd leave you myself if I were her." His eyes bucked. His face turned red. It was only by the impact and weight of my reply that caught him off guard and disabled him from jumping up out of his chair. That and his respect for me being his older and bigger relative who had the blessing of being a role model of leadership in his younger life. As I listened to you giving your great verbal dissertation on what a great man, husband, father, provider, and housekeeper that you say you are in your marriage, the only person that I heard you give positive reference to was I. Do you even know how many times you said I in the defense of your marriage? Marriage is supposed to consist of the both of you, the two of you, yet all I heard come out of your mouth that was positive was I. The only things that I heard you mention about your wife are the negative things that you said she is and does. You've said, "I'm a good husband, I go to work, I don't hang out, I bring home the money, I take care of the kids, I take care of the house, I provide for her, and I do this, and I do that, and I do everything good in this marriage that a man and husband is supposed to do." And you know what? Maybe you are the good man, husband, father, provider, housekeeper, and all the other stuff that you think and say that you are. Don't get me wrong. All of these things are good. All of these things are great. Your only problem is that, like most men, suffer from what I call a severe eye syndrome. There's something in your eye that you are failing to see. Your eye syndrome only allows you to see what you say you are, what you do, and what you think and say is right. It is keeping you from seeing, acknowledging, and accepting or appreciating your wife as your loving and committed partner. What you have not realized is that every time that your wife hears you say, I do this and I do that, you are punching her in the stomach of her spirit. Please go out and get this book, Knowing the God Spot in Your Heart. The author's name is Cliffton Hubbard. And understand this: what applies to a woman or a wife also applies to a man, a husband. God bless and have a great day.